Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. My name's Holly and I'm a self-development coach. I'm the founder of the Happy Me Project and I am a mum to two amazing kids, annoying but amazing kids, Brooke and Texas. In this video I wanted to sum up 2020. Every year I do a little summary of the last year or something like that, just a roundup, and what a year it has been. What a year. I mean, it's been a year like no other. It's just the biggest understatement in the world. But I wanted to point out that I've actually had a really good year in many ways. And I almost say that like through a hushed whisper, like, is anybody else listening to this? Like, I actually had quite a good year. I am a person who focuses on the positive, but actually there was lots of good this year. So let me run down some of the things. So the beginning of the year, we had Texas's birthday surprise in February, where we took her to Lanzarote and she didn't know she was going. And the video is on here and it's quite funny because she was a little bit overwhelmed by it. You know, you want this like picture perfect American style like reveal, and the kid's like, oh mommy, why are you so amazing? Oh, thank you so much. And my kid was like, I don't want to go. Why did you lie to me? It's not the reaction, Tex. That's not the reaction, babe. But that's what we got. But then actually, about 5 minutes later, once she got over the overwhelm, she loved it. And we had a lovely time, although a really weird time because there was coronavirus bubbling, ready to, you know, become this major pandemic. And also when we were out in Lanzarote, there was what had happened, I can't even remember, the sand. There was like sand everywhere, so everywhere was like all this weird sort of sepia color. But we had a lovely time and we're so lucky that we got to do that this year, because my year was going to be about traveling. I mean, the irony, the irritation and the irony that I decided, you know what, 2020 is my year to travel. And then I barely left the house. So that didn't go to plan, but it's okay. So we had that at the beginning of the year, which was really cool. And then we went into lockdown in March. I actually took the girls out of school earlier. For those of you that don't remember, don't care, I took my girls out of school a little bit earlier because I was hearing, I make my own choices in life, and I felt like it was now time for us to get in and be safe until we could make better decisions. And so we, you know, became a homeschooling family. Not the most positive experience, but you know what? We actually had, me and the girls are creative in our home and we like to try and think of ideas. And so actually this year we've had some really fun memories of the stuff that we did. You know, in the summer we did lots of staycation fake holidays in here. Yes, in our house and on YouTube as well. So we went to Spain and we went to Turkey and we did our French day. We went to Texas and we went to New York, and we learned about those places and we did crafts and we did some really cool stuff. Went to Disneyland, that was the other one. And so we tried to make the most of our time in the house, and we did some fun stuff together. You know, we themed days and we got through the challenger bits. There was the Joe Wicks thing every day with the kids, so the kids did that, and the kids were great. They're so resilient to all these COVID times. We went for lots of nice long walks and I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed parts of the slow pace of living. It was like during the initial lockdown in the UK, there was definitely this sense of camaraderie. I can never say that right. Camaraderie with the people around you. You know, you do that kind of walk when you were walking on your allotted time, your one walk of the day, and you would see people and it'd be like this, we can get through this sort of vibe, wasn't it? And I like that. I like the kindness of neighbours, you know, people leaving things, books outside their home for people, and seeing people just tidying up the house. And there was something nice in that. Like, you know, I obviously appreciate that that was not the case for everybody, and please don't think I'm minimizing that, because I know that some people were in absolute squalor and in awful conditions and it was scary and all of that. So I'm not focusing on that in this video. I'm not acknowledging it though, because I know not everybody's situation was like mine, and I'm very lucky that I have a house and I actually have a garden to sit in, so I'm not minimizing that. I know it wasn't the case for everybody, but I'm just sharing my experience of it, and my experience of anything in life is to try and focus on the good. I had one goal this year. Now this is an annoying thing. I'm going to do these really annoying things, but I can't even tell you what I succeeded in this year, because it will probably be revealed in next year. I'm not allowed to talk about it contractually, but I had a goal this year that I wanted to achieve, and when the pandemic hit, I was like, maybe not this year then, you know. And I was cool about flexible about when it would happen, because I have no doubt in my goals that they will happen, but it did happen. And so there's something bubbling around, just bubbling under the surface. Not like the bubbling of the coronavirus, let's not have that anymore. But there's something good happening in the background that I can't tell you about, but it was a big, exciting tick in a box for me. So that still happened. Now, the other thing for me this year is that actually in terms of the stuff that I do, because essentially as a self-development coach or a life coach, if you've never heard of self-development coach, essentially what I do is I help people to feel more happy and less crappy. That's my job. I mean, what a cool job. And whatever, this year people have needed that. And so in terms of my business and my work, things have done really well this year, and it's a good and bad thing, because I recognize that the reason I've done so well is because other people weren't feeling great and they came to me to try and find answers. But also on the flip side of that, I know that the tools that I'll have worked with and helped them to have and to learn, they will take on into the rest of their life, where ultimately they will face more challenges. And so I'm just really pleased that I've been able to do that. And during lockdown, at the beginning of lockdown, I was going live in my Facebook group every single weekday, at least, sometimes the weekends. And I did that, one, because actually for me, it's better to create, not consume, and I like to do. I'm a doing kind of person, but because I knew that that was the way I could give back. I can't work out, I'm not a scientist, I can't work out how to stop a virus spreading, but I can help you to work on the mindset. And so doing that this year meant that my community online and my Facebook group and, you know, lots of other things, it was built this year even more. It was massively, it's grown exponentially. And I've really got to know some of you guys and being able to watch your progression, watch your losses and watch your wins and your successes. And that's been really lovely. And I feel like as a person that, you know, creates their world online and their work online, it's been a really good lesson for me to really understand you guys as well. So that's been a really positive thing this year. I launched the You Got This Academy this year, which is my coaching program, which will go again in February. So you guys are welcome to come and hang out with me for 6 weeks. So that was brilliant. We had there was 30, I think, in the academy this year, which I'm not ever going to make it like ridiculous, too many people, because I want it to be a coaching program where you can get to know each other as well. And my first group, my OGs of the You Got This Academy, were amazing, just amazingly supportive, and they've asked me to keep open the Facebook group that we have, and they want to keep in touch with each other, and I love that. And that was really exciting for me. I also launched 10 Days to Get Seen with Leona Burton and the Mums in Business International, and that was all about business and marketing and how to get yourself seen in a very noisy online space. And again, we had about 200, I think, did that, 200 people. And again, we'll be running that in the new year, I think January. So watch out for that. If you have a business or a blog or a YouTube channel that you want to promote, we'll be doing that again, because it just was so successful and people got so much out of it. And yeah, so they were big things that I did this year that were really, really cool and interesting for me and positive. And so I don't want to make all of this year bad. Obviously the downside is that I haven't seen my family and the kids. We haven't done the things that we want to do, but it has made me have more appreciation for what I do have, my own home, my ability to have my work online and everything else. And I just feel really grateful. I feel a lot of appreciation. And as we walk into this new stage and you know, hopefully walking ourselves through this pandemic, I really hope we hold on to the appreciation of the good things that were there this year. And if you went through an awful year, which I know many of you have, then just know that something good is coming. And this is not forever. This is not forever. And I can't say to you that 2021 is going to be the year. I'm not that person. Like, I'm not the person that will ever say, new year, new me, because not really. You can decide to be a new you whenever you decide to be a new you. But there will be lots of good in this year. Regardless of whether we're still, you know, working through this challenge of this pandemic, there'll be loads of good this year, and you get to decide how that goes. You get to make those decisions. And if you're really unsure of how to do that, how to navigate that, I'd love to work with you. I do work with people one-on-one, rarely, but I've had some amazing clients this year. And again, that's been much busier than it has before. And I don't push that massively, but I've had the best clients come to me. So if that is something that you would like to look at, just drop me an email and let me know about that. But also you have the lower end option of being able to come and work with me on a group coaching program in February. So I'd love to have you on that as well. And if none of that is for you, I've got the Happy Me Project courses that are evergreen. You can get them at any time, and there'll be links below this for all of those. Or you just jump on here and you watch my videos, you hang out my Facebook group, on my Instagram, on my Twitter, and you will get loads of good stuff on there for absolutely free. I hope you've had a good year. I hope you can look back and find some good in what has happened over the last year. And if not, reframe it. We start fresh from now, not from next year. Just start now. Just decide, okay, I'm gonna make this a great year. I'm gonna make my life great, even with the tough bits, even with the bits I don't want. I'm gonna find the good, and I'm gonna keep walking towards that good, and just see what happens for you when you do that. Have a wonderful day, whatever you are doing, or night, or whenever you are watching this, and I will speak to you all very soon. But make sure that you subscribe to this channel and tag your friends that need it, share it with your friends that need it. Comment below, let me know your thoughts, let me know the positive things that have happened for you this year, because I would love to know that. Let's spread some joy and have a ripple effect of positivity. I will speak to you all soon. Peace.